Well, it's been a while since we've done a little bit of a ride around and a talk. I gotta go down and get my flu shot today, so I thought today I'd take my GoPro. Haven't used my GoPro in a long while, but it doesn't vibrate. It's got a better stabilizer inside the camera. There's my neighbor across the street. He's moving. The house ain't sold yet. He's trying to sell it. That's the guy I was telling you about, that he needs more storage, so he's moving outside the village somewhere where he can have I don't know, outside yard barns, I guess, and stuff like that. You can't have them here. So they're over there packing up. He's using a company called Quality Moving Service. I've seen him here and there. That's not the major company here, but they probably do okay. So anyway, I'm going to do a little talk with you on the way down there. I got plenty of time. That's the new guy over there. He's got the solar guys putting stuff in. Solar guys, they've been doing the work for a long time. They've got it down to an art. They'll go in there and I did a video on it. You all probably saw it. Cover everything up for the mess. They clean everything up when they leave. Once they start in and get things marked, it doesn't take them very long. You can tell the snowbirds are back. Usually come out here, there's nothing out here. And now no matter what time you leave, it's just traffic. We're not even in the height of the snowbird season. So, you know, I've had several questions about being overcrowded and all this and that. You know, every time they built a new area, that question keeps coming up. Being overcrowded, being overcrowded. But once they get these new areas going, everything gets up, everything kind of seems to level out. But the Finney area is kind of concerning to most of the people that's been around here for a while. We've seen how things go usually, and the Finney area, I'm just not picking on Finney, but that's what it's known as. The Finney area is not being done the same. It's a little different. Here we knew how many golf courses was going to be built. We knew where the square was going to be. We knew a lot before they even started doing it. Down there, we don't seem to know much of anything. All we know now is they've got 4 executive courses. I haven't heard anything about future plans for any more. I'm sure there will be, but we haven't heard any plans about it. I know they got one country club that's on the horizon, country club, championship golf course down there. I don't know exactly where, by Linden or someplace down there. And I haven't heard any more talk about any other championship course down there. The point being, they're going to have a square area. May not be like ours, or may be exactly like ours. We don't know nothing. Where it's going to be located, we still don't know. When they're going to build it, we don't know that either. They got an area set aside for shopping center, grocery stores, gas stations, and all that. We know where it's going to be, or most people do, or the area. But we don't know really when construction is going to start. I mean, as busy as it's getting down there, I don't know how many people live down there yet, but there's quite a few. Quite a few homes are up and for sale, and by the end of snowbird season, most of those will be sold. And yet, they still only have one restaurant. And it's not a large restaurant at that. They need more. Because what's going to happen is, if people buy down there, let's face it, they're going to want to go out and eat. They're going to have no choice but to venture to, say, Brownwood, let's say. And we get to Brownwood, the restaurants are going to be so crowded this winter. The rest of us that lives here full-time, we're not used to standing in line for an hour and a half to 2 hours waiting for a table, and I won't do it. There's no food nowhere, anywhere, at any time worth a 2-hour wait. I'm not going to do it. So the restaurants that's off campus will be getting more business. And you know, you think about these things. The developer and his team are very, very smart people. Their family has been doing this for generations, so they know exactly what they're doing. And I just try to second guess a little bit of what they're doing. You got to wonder, and this is just me, you know, just talking to you. You just got to wonder if that's not being done on purpose down there. Not having the shopping center, not having any more restaurants. Forcing people to, say, come to Brownwood, to the square at night because they don't have one. Forcing people to come up from there to, say, Brownwood to the different restaurants because they only have the one. And by doing that, here we are going through the first tunnel. This is a double tunnel I tell people about. Sometimes they get a little confused down here. And I understand why it's confusing, but it's really not a big deal. Just follow the road. You go down one tunnel. I'll finish my story when I get done with this tunnel thing. You come down to the second tunnel, and then when you get to the other side of the second tunnel, you'll have basically 3 ways to go. If you go in a roundabout and go to the right, it's going to take you to Eisenhower. If you go straight through a roundabout and go straight to the other side, it'll bring you into the square on the back side. I go left right here. It's less traffic. It brings you out right by the Citizens Bank, downtown Brownwood. I just go this way. I like it. So anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, Brownwood and the developer. By forcing people to come into Brownwood, as far as a sales technique, it might entice people to come to Brownwood and start leasing some of those buildings down there that are still empty. You know, here we are 4 years later since Brownwood opened up, actually, right at 4 years. And there's buildings down here that are still empty. One's a beautiful building across the street from the new Bluefin restaurant. Never been anybody in there. There's a rumor going around. Keep in mind what I told you about rumors down here. They run wild. But there's a rumor going around that Panera Bread is looking really hard at that building, and they're trying to work out a deal. We'll see. If Panera Bread goes in, I say it's a good thing. Whether you like Panera Bread or don't like Panera Bread, it's a good thing, because Panera Bread is a major corporation. So, here we are coming into Brownwood, and as you can see, 9:30, quarter to 10 this morning, the streets are already full of cars. None of the restaurants down here are open yet. Well, the major restaurants anyway aren't open yet. There ain't too many places in Brownwood to actually have breakfast where you don't, you know, you can probably go to Dunkin' Donuts for a breakfast sandwich or something if you're into that. I'm pretty much for sitting at a table and have a server and, you know, to bring my stuff to me. I just like that. But right up here, I don't know if I get a very good picture of it. Just outside of town, right there, you can see that sign up there. Leave the door open so people can hit it. Is 2J's. I go to 2J's for breakfast once in a while. Matter of fact, I was down here yesterday and had breakfast with one of my subscribers that's here for a visit. It's a nice little restaurant. You can sit inside, you can sit outside. I prefer to sit outside in most days at any restaurant. I mean, after all, I moved to Florida to get away from the cold weather, so I'm down here. I enjoy sitting outside as much as possible. And we're going through this tunnel that goes underneath of I don't know what, I keep calling it 44, but I'm really not sure. It might be Powell Road. But anyway, we gotta go under, take that bridge just past 2J's. It's right there on your left. There's no signs telling you it's there. You just really need to know it's there. You come out over here at the Traverse Plaza, which is right over there. And that's where Publix and all that stuff is. And then you come in here. This is the new golf cart path that brings you into the Villages Health Specialty something. And this road here brings you over to straight over there. I'm trying to show you how to get into the to the villa area over here. See, that's Atwood Villas down there. That's Atwood. That road's closed right now. They're working on it. Or we could go this way. You go down this path here. Let's get going. It's a little bit of ways down here. Not a long way, but just a little bit of a ride. I got some time here to show you, because I've had a couple of subscribers tell me it's the golf cart path to get into Alden Bungalows is a little confusing. It is. I can see where you get mixed up back there to doctor's offices and coming in here. But it's right here. Let me pull in the grass here. You come in here and you come down here, and there's the sign right there for Alden Bungalows. There's the Brownwood square right over. Well, that's a square, but there's Brownwood right over there. Matter of fact, that building that I've showed video of, it's kind of red on the bottom and gray on top. They've got a lot of that open. Maybe the whole thing's open now. But anyway, the developer's new land office now, land development company, is in that building now. So this is Alden. There's the entrance, and there's Alden Bungalows. That's where you go. So let's back up, go back. So when you come out of Alden's in a golf cart, for those of you that want to, you know, play in the golf cart trails, you come out, go to the right, follow this trail, all the way down here to the medical center, or medical care facility. I'm coming down here today to get a flu shot, as far as I know. But every time I come down here, they always want to set up an appointment for other stuff, and sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Get over here by the medical center anyway. Do not turn left on this road. You're not allowed to be out there. Come across, get back on the golf cart trail, and right there's the tunnel right down there. See it? I'm not going to go that way, but you got to go around this bend up here and go in that tunnel, and then when you come out that tunnel, hang a right, and it takes you right by 2J's and takes you right downtown Brownwood. And just kind of remember that right here in this area, so you don't get, you know, too lost. Over there, the other side over there, which you can take your golf cart over there too. That's Publix grocery store and things like that. So if you're at Alden Villas right here, that's a very nice little golf cart ride over to Publix to, you know, buy your snacks or whatever it is you think you may need. In my case, Yingling beer. Even though Sam Adams Oktoberfest is has always been one of my favorites, but it's a seasonal kind of beer. Not everybody carries it. I went to Cody's the other day to get some lunch and get a couple of beers, and believe it or not, they were sold out already. So anyway, here we are. This is my doctor's office. I guess I got some time here. I'll walk over here. There's some of the Atwood Villas right over there, and I don't know that they don't use Atwood Villas for lifestyle visits. They might, but they're all right there together. And over there is the I believe the hotel. It's either the hotel or the new hospital, but I'm almost sure that's the hotel. I think one of my subscribers even said that too, so it was going to be the hotel. I hesitate to say anything definite anymore, because there's so much building that goes on here, and so many things get changed that it's hard to keep up with it. And to be truthful with you, I don't really try to keep up with it. I just try to point out some of the major things for you guys when you move down here, so you kind of see where this is at or where that's at, and it might help you decide on a location or where you might consider buying a home or renting a home. So yeah, I think that's going to be an age-restricted apartment building. When I say apartment building, now I'm confused. Hotel or apartment? See, the hotel is going to have a hospital or a clinic right next to it, and I don't know. You know, when I get inside, I might ask the nurse. That way, I can tell you for sure. But that's going to be a hotel or the clinic. And if it's a clinic, then that's a hotel. If it's going to be the apartments, then it's age restricted. I'll do some investigating. A nurse inside here usually knows everything. I'll see what she says. But anyway, this is the area. Nice area. Easy golf cart ride, especially for you who are staying at over there at the bungalows to get over here and buy groceries or whatever. No big deal. So let's go inside and get my shot and get out of here. Okay, I just talked to the head nurse in there, I guess head nurse, and she told me, look at them taking that up there. Boy, that's a heck of a job, ain't it, to be up there in that crane. I don't know if I could do it. In case you guys don't know, I got a thing about height. But anyway, she told me that's going to be the hospital. And I asked her, I said, is that going to be part of the village's health system? And she said yes. The specialists that are here in the village's health system now, like the dermatologist is in here, the cardiologist is in here, all these different doctors are in here, which actually I kind of like that. Matter of fact, I told her I wanted to talk to the dermatologist, and she just came right in. And so I like that. But anyway, all the specialists that are here in the village's health system will be moving over there. The dermatologist, I guess cardiologist, all the other gists are going to go over there. And connected to that is supposed to be a hotel. Inside the hotel is supposed to be Wolfgang Puck's restaurant. My guess is they're just going to use his name. You know, the food will be the same as anywhere else. But for those of you that are staying at the Alden Bungalows, or maybe over here, right there is the shopping center to go in. There's Flipper's Pizza on the corner. You got Publix grocery store in there. There's a liquor store next to that, and I'm not sure what else is over there. But very easy for you to go there and get your snacks and your treats and your beers. And if you want to get a pizza, you go to Flipper's. Flipper's have got pretty good pizza. And so it's not a bad area to stay in. And then straight across the street is Brownwood. You can literally walk over there. So that being said, I'm going to get out of here, but I'm going to show you, I know I'm going to have to edit this, but I'm going to show you how to get from, say, Alden Bungalows over to Brownwood. Now, I showed you how to go from Alden Bungalows to the doctor's office here, so I'm not going to backtrack. Surely you people are smart enough to remember what I showed you. There's the golf cart trail right there coming from Alden over there. You'll be on that side over there on the golf cart trail. I'm in the parking lot, so I got to get over there. That's right here. Looks like somebody's run into the pole already. Man, some of these people, the way they drive, I sometimes wonder how they drive a car. They can't even drive a golf cart. But if you was to go straight there, that takes you into the parking lot, the Publix grocery store, and everything that's in there. But we're going to turn left right here on the golf cart trail. You got to go underneath this tunnel. Just keep that in mind. Go through that tunnel, and then after that, basically you're home free. And then remember all this, because if you come over to the square at night and you play around and go to the movies and come out in this dark, these golf cart trails aren't as visible at night as you are in the daytime, and you easily will get turned around. I know that maybe this sounds like common sense, but I run into people all the time down here that are just turned around. They just don't know how to get back to this tunnel. So we just turn right here, and right there is 2J's restaurant, where we were just at, coming by a while ago. By the way, I got my flu shot. I don't know what kind of formula it was this year. She told me that they change that formula every year. The needle don't hurt or anything like that, but I noticed this time when she gave me the injection that for about a split second, my arm heated up right where she was giving me the shot. I've never had that before. So, other than that, I'm fine. I'm going to live another day. So anyway, we get down here at Brownwood. Oh, I got to pick up the dog. That's right. Sue called me and said that Katie's got her hair cut and it's done. So now I gotta pick this dog up. She's at Wolfgang's or something like that. I don't even know where Wolfgang's is. She said it was across the street from Bluefin. Well, here's Bluefin. Oh, there it is. That must be it right there. That must be it right here. Right here. Right over there. This dog don't even like me. I don't even know why I got to pick her up. But anyway, here's all these stores. Talking about the little sneaky planet I was talking about, trying to figure it out. That store is empty, but I see a sign that says coming soon. There's an empty store, empty store, empty store. So anyway, now my wife called me up and said that they may not let me have Katie because they wanted to see her dog tag, make sure she had her shots, and they told her that she could bring it when she come up to pick her up. Well, I'm here and I don't have her dog tag, so the odds are they're not going to let me have her. So anyway, here's a little look downtown. Let's go inside and see what happens. Well, I'm not even going to stand there. I was going to ask her if I could have a dog without having a dog tag, but then I just got thinking about it. Why would they do that? I mean, if it's a rule that says you have to have, your dog's has got to have, you show proof that your dog has had shots in protection of other people's pets, why would they give me a dog with no proof that this dog doesn't have rabies? You know, because that's in violation of trust of their other customers. So, you know, why would they do that? I wouldn't do that. So I'm not even going to go in and ask them. I'm going to go home. It's my wife's dog, by the way. It ain't mine. And we're going out the backside here. This is behind the theaters, and this is the way I usually go most of the time. Less traffic. Over here's the golf cart store, as you can see. Right here. That's where you get the service done in the garage. All the different things. So we're done at gas stations right there. And I'm going to go out the same way I come in, which is right here. But like I said, the Snowbirds must be coming back earlier. Because all the golf cart traffic and stuff we have here, you know, people say, well, they're selling all them houses down at Finney. Doesn't make any difference. They don't have golf cart accessibility to the northern sections up here yet. So all these golf carts that you see running around here, and we're all following each other like a bunch of penguins, these are people that either own a house here or they're renting up here somewhere, and they're coming back earlier and earlier. I can't say I blame them. I mean, I live here full time because I love it, but a lot of them go home in the summer months because it does get extremely hot here. You know, I know that hot's hot. You know, I have 90-degree weather in Indiana too, and it's hot. Well, it's the same thing here. You know, I don't say it's more intense. It's not more intense. You know, 90 degrees is 90 degrees. You know, 80% humidity is 80% humidity. I don't care where you live. But if you can imagine wherever you live, and you say, well, I'm tired of the cold weather. Well, that's why we're all here, ain't it? Well, I'm here for other reasons, but basically to get out of cold weather. On the hot days where you're at, when it gets in the 90s and the humidity's high, those days where you walk outside and you just sweat, doing nothing. You just stand there and sweat. You know, the days where you don't even want to go outside, you want to stay in with the air conditioning because it's just too hot. The days where you wait until the sun goes down before you mow the grass. You know, just imagine those days every day, several months long. And that's what you got. We all make do. Summer months, we still play golf. Most people here try to get an earlier tee time so it's not near as hot. When you do executive golf here, I don't really go for an early morning tee time because I like going up and having a beer and a sandwich with the guys after the game. So I go for a 10:30 tee time because it takes an hour and a half to do 9 holes executive. And then bingo bango, it's lunchtime. We go have a couple of beers and a sandwich. So that's what I do. And 10:30 to 12 is not, it's not the hottest part of the day, but it damn sure ain't the coolest part of the day either. But we, you know, every time we go to a tee, we park under the shade as much as possible. We drink a lot of water. There's golf ambassadors that ride around on the golf courses all day long, and that's basically what they do. They have huge tanks of ice cold water on the back of the golf cart, and they're just riding around to see if everybody's okay. And if you got a water bottle, you know, you fill it up with this, and I mean it's ice cold. I think they fill the coolers up full of ice and then put water in there, then drive around with it all day, and it's just ice cold. So I get their ice cold water all the time. I do little things like the towel, I can't remember what they call it, the blue towel that you put around your neck and it stays cool for a little while, helps you a little bit. Sometimes I'll soak my hats in the cold water, then put it back on. We park under a shade as much as possible. Just little things that just kind of help you. We don't try to break the world's speed records in playing. You know, we play at a consistent pace, but we don't walk real fast to the balls. We don't run or anything like that. It's just a consistent pace. And I'm just hoping that most of you notice this traffic. It's 10:30, I think right now, right at 10:30. Actually, I'm looking at the clock, it's 10:25. And it's just getting, traffic is picking up by the day anymore. It's October. At one time, my wife and I thought we were going to be snowbirds ourselves. It just seemed like the way to go. And I had that patio villa, and I full well intended really to keep it. See these golf carts? Look at here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Those ain't from Finney or anywhere down there. Those are here. So these people are coming back earlier and earlier. Come January, or right after Christmas, this golf cart traffic here will tenfold. Instead of seeing 4 golf carts like that, you might see 14 of them going down this road, side by, or one right behind the other. You're going to have tons of people down here looking at houses to buy that don't know the little ins and outs about traveling here. They just drive with their head up their butt. And here we are home, safe and sound. See you all on the other side.